Hello guys, very good evening. Wishing you all a very happy, prosperous and a colorful festival of Holi. Holi is celebrated every year in India and across the world as a festival that symbolizes the victory of good over evil, the victory of truth over lies, and the victory of you know um, strength over cowardice, right? So I'm sure we all know the story of why Holi is celebrated. I'll just tell you in short. So there was this very devoted devotee of Vishnu, that is Prahlad, and Prahlad's father Hiranyakashipu was a very powerful king, and he wanted his entire kingdom to worship only and only him, nobody else. But his own son worshipped Vishnu or Narayana, and Hiranyakashipu tried everything to change Prahlad's mind. First, he tried talking him out of it, but when it did not work, he even tried to get his son killed in multiple ways by throwing him off a cliff. And when Hiranyakashipu threw Prahlad off a cliff, Prahlad just prayed so hard that nothing will happen to me, my Narayana will save me, and he was actually caught and left unharmed. And similarly, once what happened was, when Hiranyakashipu was discussing his problem with his sister, whose name was Holika, she said, I have a solution to this. If you want to get rid of your son who is not ready to worship you, we can just burn him. And he said, how is that possible? So she said, I have a special cloth which does not catch fire. And what happened was, she, being the aunt of Prahlad, she told Prahlad to sit with her in a in a puja, and she just asked people to alight both of them together. And what happened was that, by chance, the cloth which the aunt, her name was Holika, so the cloth which Holika was wearing, it flew and it went over Prahlad, and Prahlad got protected in the fire, whereas Holika burnt. So that is why the festival of Holi is celebrated, to symbolize that no matter how much you try, no matter to what length you go, the good always wins. It's always the सच्चाई की हमेशा जीत होती है. It is always that truth will triumph, good will triumph, and the evil has to perish. So the evil can be strong, but it will never win. ठीक है, तो चाहे झूठ है या जो बुराई है, वो चाहे कितनी भी ताकतवर हो जाए, कितना भी वो अपने आप को जिताने की कोशिश करे, वो सच के सामने, अच्छाई के सामने उसे घुटने टेकने ही पड़ते हैं. एंड देन एट द एंड व्हाट हैपेंड वाज, Hiranyakashipu tied Prahlad to a pole in his own palace and told that, now I'll see how your Narayana comes and saves you. And that pole itself started heating up and it broke apart, and Vishnuji took his avatar of Narsimha. He came out of that pillar as half lion, half human, and he took that avatar because Hiranyakashipu had a boon that neither a man nor neither human nor animal could kill him. Neither he could be killed in the day nor in the night. He could neither be killed inside his house or outside. And that is why Vishnu, he took the avatar of Narsimha, which was half human, half animal, with big claws, and he could not also Hiranyakashipu could neither be killed by any weapon. So what Narsimha did is, he took Hiranyakashipu on his lap, and he put him on his lap in the door frame. So when you are in the door frame, you are neither outside the house nor inside the house. And this Narsimha avatar was neither a human nor an animal, and he killed him by putting his claws into his stomach and just tearing him apart. So he was not even killed by a weapon, but still he was killed. So that is how Vishnu finally killed Hiranyakashipu, the tyrannical ruler, and Prahlad is regarded as one of the greatest devotees of Lord Vishnu. So that is the story of Holi. So Holi is, the word Holi comes from Holika, who was the sister of Hiranyakashipu. But anyway, so welcome guys, welcome to the session. My name is Pritesh. I'm your host, your dose, and a proud educator from Embibe, welcoming you to this beautiful yet another episode of Curious Minds, where today we'll be exploring the difference between amphibians and reptiles. Now, we very commonly use the word reptile, but we need to understand what is the difference between a reptile and an amphibian. So very warm welcome to all of you, and let us begin talking about amphibians versus reptiles. So the thing is that amphibians, they will live in and outside of water, right? They will live in as well as outside water. They have moist permeable skin, and mucous glands keep the skin moist. They have gills, lungs or skin for respiration. They excrete in the form of ammonia or urea. They have less developed brain with 10 pairs of cranial nerves. Whereas when I talk about reptiles, they tend to live on land but may spend time in water. Their body is covered with scales. So this is the biggest difference between an amphibian and reptile, that their bodies are covered with scales. Okay? Then they breathe only through lungs, they secrete only uric acid, and they have well developed brain with 12 pairs of cranial nerves. So your snake will be a reptile, right? The snake will be a reptile, whereas a frog will be an amphibian. Frog will be an amphibian. You cannot call frog as a reptile. Frog will be an amphibian, your snake will be a reptile. Okay? So just remember, very easy way is the skin. If the skin has scales, then it is a reptile. If the skin doesn't have scales, then it is an amphibian. Now, poison dart frog. Poison dart frog is a bright color. The bright color of poison dart frog, including yellow, orange, red, green and blue, aren't just for show. They are to warn the potential predators, I am poison, avoid eating me. So this bright color of the frog, whether it's yellow or green or blue or red, it is to just warn the predators that don't even come near me. Don't think that, oh, yum, I'll eat you up. It won't work because I am full of poison. For instance, the golden poison dart frog may kill 20,000 mice with its venom. Oh my god, it can kill 20,000 mice at once with its venom. According to scientists, some of the insects that poison dart eat are what give them their toxicity. So this is interesting. They get their poison by the insects that they eat. This is so amazing. Recently I came across an article where a boy, he got lost in the Amazon rainforest for 31 days until the rescue team found him, and he had the most adventurous and the life-threatening experience of his life. He survived in the Amazon rainforest by eating insects, eating certain kind of fruits which looked like papaya but they were not papaya. He used to sleep on the trees, and he saw some of the most most beautiful as well as the scariest creatures which nobody has ever seen yet. Imagine spending 31 days in the dense Amazon rainforest. That's amazing, right? And he survived. That was really nice. Then the frogs utilize their eyes to assist them in swallowing food. The muscles around the eyes pull the eyeballs towards the mouth, forcing the food further down the esophagus. So wow, so they can adjust their eyes in a way that more and more food can go into their mouths. So you all know how frogs eat. They have a long tongue, sticky tongue. They just roll out their tongue, stick the insect and just pull it back inside the mouth. Then the caecilians. So caecilians look like an earthworm. They are limbless and they resemble giant earthworms. They burrow under the soil in tropical forests, but a few inhabit shallow freshwater ponds as well. They are the only amphibians in which a male uses a sex organ to deliver sperm inside the female's body. Caecilians are carnivores, eating insects and worms. Oh my god. So now they look like an earthworm, but they are not as as harmless and as neglectful, as harmless and as docile like an earthworm, because they are carnivores. They eat insects and other worms, and they are pretty big. They're very very big as compared to an earthworm. They just look like an earthworm in their shape, not in their color as well, because earthworms are brownish and they are beautifully blue. So yeah, these are the Sicilians. Again, they are amphibians, they are not reptiles. Why? Because they don't have scales on their body. Then the salamanders and the newts. So this is a salamander and this is a newt. What about them? Salamanders and newts have tails and 4 legs, so they resemble lizards. Unlike lizards, their skin lacks scales, their digits lack claws, and they live near water. Again, they are amphibians. Okay? So they do not have any kind of scales on their body like lizards. The largest lizard, oh my god, the Komodo dragon, which can grow to a length of 3 meters, is the largest lizard in the world. Now those who are from Bangalore, those who are living in Bangalore, I would really advise you to go and visit the Prani, right? There is a very very amazing place in Bangalore, somewhere around Banerghatta, and the name is Prani. The entry ticket is I think 400 rupees. When I had been, it was 400. Now here they have got some of the most exotic species. You would have never ever seen it anywhere in the world, of lizards, of snakes, and you can also spend time with emu, with you can take a hedgehog in a hand. They have hamsters, they have got different species of horses, they have got monkeys, rabbits, then they have got dogs, and so many different rescue animals. It's a beautiful experience. I just want all of you, those who are in Bangalore or those who are planning to visit Bangalore, please go and visit Prani once. It's amazing, it's just amazing, right? So yeah, there you have something which is similar to a Komodo dragon. Okay? Then this is the Archaeopteryx, which is a connecting link in the evolutionary process. It is the first bird that paleontologists have found. It was a link or connection between dinosaurs and birds. Archaeopteryx was a dinosaur and a bird. Over millions of years, the first birds and all their babies evolved or changed. And do you know that birds are the direct descendants of dinosaurs? So birds are the today current living descendants of dinosaurs. So Archaeopteryx is a direct link between the land animals and the aerial ones. So between the between the animals and the birds, Archaeopteryx is a connecting link, because it was an animal which could move very easily on its forelimbs, as well as it had got hind limbs, as well as it had got modified forelimbs into wings. So that is Archaeopteryx. You can learn more about it on Google, and this was all about amphibians and reptiles. I'll be seeing you again with yet another amazing episode of Curious Minds, where we'll be talking about cold-blooded animals versus warm-blooded animals and a lot more, right? So I'll be seeing you again really soon, and until we meet next, guys, do not forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Do share this video with your friends in school WhatsApp groups. Subscribe to the channel because it's absolutely free. And yeah, wishing once again all of you a very very happy, colorful and prosperous Holi. Until we meet next, this is Pritesh, your host, your dose and a proud educator from Embibe, signing off for now. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay happy, stay blessed, and do not forget to keep imbibing. We believe in you.
Keep imbibing. We believe in you.